Good morning, beautiful people. How are you today? Today, I want to talk about a topic that I think is really important, and it is something that not a lot of people talk about, and that's emotional safety or emotional support. And the reason I think it is so important is because I think that there are a lot of people out there that grew up with an excessive amount of tough love and were not shown how to express their emotions, and more importantly, if they had emotions, they were treated in a way where they learned at an early age to suppress them. A lot of us grew up hearing terms like stop crying or I'll give you something to cry about. I kind of laugh at that at this moment, but at the same time, it really is a phrase that teaches us to suppress our emotions and not to express how we feel. And a little bit of tough love is good, but when you only experience tough love, or your family isn't a very openly affectionate or emotional family, it can really cause a lot of suppression and and vulnerability won't feel safe. And what really sucks about that is vulnerability is like the first step of healing things. And so if you're not able to express that or have conversations about it, and you don't know how to support your significant other, your friends, your loved ones, your family, it really will cause a lot of blocks in love, and it will cause a lot of emotional patterns that you won't realize that you're having and repeating. And so this is the first step of changing that, right? I need to recognize whether I am emotionally supportive and how I do that for people around me, because it starts with you, right? So first of all, I have to figure out, am I somebody who knows how to emotionally support those around me? Second of all, am I somebody who feels comfortable sharing my emotions? Do I feel safe? Does it make me feel, and what I mean by safe, we're not talking about abusive, sexually abusive or mentally abusive or physically abusive relationships, right? Because there's going to be an exception to every rule. There is going to be no way to be safe in any of those situations. Those are an end for sure, get help for sure situations. That is nothing to be played with. We're not talking about how to stay in those type of situations. We're talking about everyday life. We're talking about friendships, loved ones, healthy relations, how to get to those healthy relationships and end toxic patterns, whether they be that abusive or just patterns that we tend to get ourselves into when it comes to relationships, friendships, and dynamics with family. So it starts with us asking ourselves, do I feel safe? Am I comfortable? Maybe that would be a better word. Do I feel comfortable expressing how I feel to certain people? And do my friends feel comfortable expressing themselves to me? I know that I must be an emotionally safe space for a lot of people, because a lot of people come to me and feel very comfortable telling me things about their past, telling me things that they would never tell anybody. And, this could be that I am a healer and they just naturally feel very comfortable in my energy. And I take that with honor. I take that with, this is somebody who I need to maintain that relationship where they always feel safe opening up to me. And I can be a really judgmental person. I've caught myself many times being controlling, many times passing judgment. I'm not perfect. But I try really, really hard to take my own personal experiences and things that I've healed in my life and use that as a way to know how to support other people. And if you're wondering how you can heal some of this, I recommend looking up people like Brene Brown, Matt Kahn, Matt Schaefer. Matt Schaefer is a female dating and relationship coach, and he helps women figure out and see their patterns of why they choose relationships that are toxic, or why they choose narcissistic type of relationships or abusive type of relationships or situationships, or men that don't choose them. He also helps women get through sexual abuse and toxic patterns and stuff like that. The reason I bring him up is because I didn't know who he was until recently. I found out about him through Aaron Dottie, and he is currently doing like this free workshop where he teaches women these type of things, and I found it to be really interesting. And the reason I'm taking it is not only for myself, but because I do see a pattern in my clients where they need the support that I'm not even sure that I know how to give in certain situations. And I figure out, the more we know, the better. Like, knowledge is power. So the more we know how to express or know how to support other people, the better our lives are going to be. The more we're going to expand, and our energy is going to expand, and in a healthy way, because we want to lift the vibration by healing ourselves, which in turn will help to heal other people. And so my homework for you today is, I really want you to ask yourselves, and this goes for men and women, I really want you to ask yourselves, one, how comfortable am I with my vulnerability? And why is that? Does this stem from my childhood? Does this stem from how I was raised, my family? How can I fix it? And two, am I somebody who others feel they can come to because I'm emotionally supportive to them? Because these really do go hand in hand. And I really think that it will help change the dynamics of your friendships, of your family dynamics, of your relationships. Like, it will help strengthen and improve these relationships to no end. Like, I can't even tell you how big of a shift it will bring to your life. And so with that, that is your homework for today. It might sound a little intense, but actually, I think that the best homework is the type of homework that makes us think and ask ourselves the tough questions, because that's where growth comes from. That's where shifting comes from. It doesn't come from staying comfortable and staying safe. It comes from taking yourself out of that comfort zone and asking yourself the hard questions of, what do I need to do? What do I need to change in my life to make this part of my life better? Okay, so I hope that this helps. I hope that you find this information valuable. And if you have any questions, feel free to text me or private message me or comment below. I can't even tell you guys how much the comments mean, not only to me, but like other people, because it makes them feel safe that they can also comment. I know a lot of people private message me because they're not to that vulnerability place, but this is a really good place to start to kind of push yourself out of that comfort zone. Okay, so I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a great week, and I'll talk to you soon.